Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, Loose Talk. Yes, this is how do we describe? Before we even go into the crossover, right? This is like a makeshift recording right now because we are in Lagos.
Yep.
We're actually in Lagos right now. Everybody's Lagos. We're in the same place. It's been a while since everybody saw each other. How long? I mean, we see each other every weekend.
Yes.
But like in the flesh. It's been how long?
It's been 2 years.
Last time I saw you was in May. No, it was in February. February or March 2024.
No,
he left 2020. No. It's been 2 years.
When did you do?
2023.
It's 2 years.
But was it towards the end of 2023? When did you do that airport thing where you and I went to the airport?
Yes, it was. That was around August 2023.
That was August 2023.
Yeah, August, September 2023.
2 years.
2023 was that was the last time.
That was the last time.
Yeah.
That was a wild night. Have we ever discussed it on the pod?
Never. No. Like we hinted it, but never discussed it in full.
This was the last day of me being in Lagos, right? Leaving my apartment and like selling everything off. Very emotional. See, man, the emotional strain jackpot does to you,
Bro.
You can't even start to. It's a traumatic experience, but it's not those heavy punches.
Yeah.
It's those subtle traumatic experiences where, for someone like me who spent years, right, alongside my wife, obviously, acquiring property, different kind of property, different things, right? And it comes from things as big as your TV, that you love, to really small items that you don't find or deem necessary to travel with, and you have to then sell everything. I had to sell everything off. Some you have to give people, the other ones you have to sell. People are coming and just pricing it anyhow, and all of that. And I put everything on like a Notion page, and I shared the link around. People share the link around. People start hitting you up. I mean, people start throwing disgusting prices at you and all. I mean, you do all of that, and you have to say bye-bye to your house, say bye-bye to your neighborhood, say bye-bye to your friends.
Yeah.
The life that you know.
And then you leave. So it was at night. I had packed, of course, family, they had packed 4 Ghana must goes of load,
For
right?
you.
So I'm just it's night. Steve came through, I think, to pick something and just say bye-byes. And he's like, oh, where's your load? And I'm like, I have 4 Ghana must go of load and everything. Then Steve says, wait, which flight are you taking? I told him flight I'm taking. Of course, it was Air Maroc.
Shout out to them.
And everybody on this podcast already knows my relationship with Air Maroc. But it was like, okay, are they like what are the kind of bags in your luggage? How describe them? I said, like, I have like my regular luggage, of course, but I also have like these Ghana must goes that has stuff. So they don't accept Ghana must go. This is probably 8 o'clock at night, and my flight is
around 1 a.m.
Around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My flight is around 5 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Right? But this is 8 o'clock at night. Where am I going to buy
bags? Yeah.
Luggage? Where? How?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? So
first had to go to the airport to confirm.
Yeah.
So went to the airport.
Yeah.
And he confirmed.
And it was right.
Yeah.
They don't accept Ghana must go. So now it's now 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Because it took us about roughly 1 hour to get there. It's now 9. I've sold my car.
Yeah. So
I don't even have a car anymore. Yeah. I think I had to.
The driving is.
I had to go and borrow my mom's car.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I went and borrowed my mom's car. We packed everything, headed off to the airport, confirmed that they don't accept the Ghana must go bags. So brilliantly, you see, let me tell you what Lagos does to use that, or not Lagos, Nigeria generally. They do not specifically highlight a law.
Yeah.
Prohibiting certain things.
Yeah.
But when you do get to that very point, in that whole shock of you finding out what it is, they offer a simple solution. Readily available.
Yeah.
It's just there, waiting. You understand?
You're not selling bags.
Yes. We don't accept this.
But we do sell bags.
But we don't want, if you want to, there's somebody that will sell to you. They call the lady.
Do you know I still have that lady's picture?
You took a picture
because you paid her and she said she was coming.
Okay, you quickly took
I
that.
took a picture, make it she no go wrong. I recently deleted it. I think I was on my Google Photos.
Yeah.
Okay, I just deleted it. Yeah.
So of course, we have bags because yes, they don't accept Ghana must goes, but you can then put the Ghana must go
Inside
the bag.
a traveling bag.
Yeah.
So it's like all these knapsacks, rucksacks, but like very big ones that you can. So apparently, it's another business model. They've just been sewing bags because they know people constantly have this problem.
Yeah.
So they've just been sewing bags. They had like a compound in the NACO
yes,
that airport facility area. They were just sewing bags. This lady goes, we buy these bags at
ridiculous prices
expensive.
because I bought those bags later when I was traveling. I bought them for like 800 naira or so.
Jesus.
I think we bought each
5K.
bag 5K or 14K or something.
Yeah, it's just
Not ridiculous price, but you're under pressure.
Yeah.
Then they go and get the bags for us. We then put the Ghana must go in the bags.
Seamlessly. Just put it in the bag and that's it.
And that's it.
Slim fit.
So for me, what is crazy is you don't accept Ghana must goes, but you do accept them.
Yes, because it's inside another bag. Like, it's just crazy, man. So for me, when like the way I've experienced it before with my younger sister, when my younger sister was traveling, and this was like her flight was like 5 a.m. too, so we had to go check in around maybe 4 a.m. Also checking around 12 a.m. 1 a.m. And I got there, they said they don't accept bags, and they offered me the solution. I looked at it. Airport to my house is 15 minutes. There's no traffic. It's middle of the night. I said, hold on, I'm coming, because I have like luggages,
Tons of luggage. Yeah.
I just called my wife. I said, please offload every clothes in these two
Bags.
I'm coming. I went back home, took the luggage, came back, and that was how we.
You didn't pay.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's when we all met last. I think Ayot was even a bit earlier. Maybe we are recorded like a because we're recording podcast during that.
Yeah, the last one in the house.
Yeah, we recorded in the house. The house was already getting empty and all of that. And that's it. And I mean, we're here
August, because the day we recorded was the day Arsenal played Crystal Palace away at home 1-0. They gave Tomiyasu a red card in that game.
Wow.
So that was the day we recorded. August, Premier League just started 2023. That's true.
And then we're here again in October.
Nobody said the last time they saw me. I've not said anything about seeing me the last time.
Because we've not introduced you yet. We've not introduced you yet. But let's do that now. Let me introduce everybody. We're live in Lagos right now.
Yep.
For context, this is one day after recording. Few hours after the live show. Yeah. We've done the live show. Shout out to Spotify, Greasy Tunes. Amazing live show. Thank you for everybody who came out, who came to support. So many people found love. But just people who know us, our friends, people. See, if anybody can leave their house to come and watch a group of guys talk for like 2 hours, you got to give people props. So thank you so much for just rocking with us. And of course, our 234 essential peeps were also in the building. Yep. At least half of iOS 234 essential. Exactly. Anyways, but we have the co-host of 234 essential here.
The full 234 essential, not the half.
We have Ugochi Anyawu here. Shout out to Ugochi. Round of applause to you. We're doing everything manual, guys, because we do not have our setup here.
No setup here.
We don't have the
on the go.
The games.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything is on the go. But Ugochi is here. This is a 234 essential loose talk crossover podcast.
Yeah.
First time we're doing this. Woo! Wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
First of all, how do you feel?
It's natural. Now? This is.
I want to ask again.
Don't ask that question.
No, ask. Okay. No, but you have to let him ask.
Okay.
Loose talk and 234 essential. Which one do you like the most?
Loose talk.
The
one loose talk with Bagemo and Jess. That's what I like.
Christ.
Wow.
Everybody.
That's a plot twist. Everybody just based on saying you don't like 234 essential.
That's my political answer.
That's
a different pod. So I'm looking at
Why? What's a different pod?
The Loose Talk 2.0. That's a different pod.
But the question between the ones existing.
I love both.
Wow.
Fair enough.
That's good. It's good. But yeah, where do we start? Guys, we're freestyling this.
100%.
Yeah, so
everything is just freestyle right now. We're tired. We just woke up. You know, everybody's still in the middle of it. Some people drank a lot. Yeah, shout out to those who drank a lot.
No, and I'm hungry a lot this morning.
Yeah, we're hungry, but we had catfish. We went to Switch and had catfish yesterday.
The people that drank are hungry.
Oh, they are hungry.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
They're hungry.
Hey, yeah. Sorry for them. Sorry for the laugh.
Sorry for the laugh.
But yeah, let's start with the live show.
You're a mathematician, right? What's the probability that you drink?
I'm not a mathematician.
It's a man of numbers.
I don't understand. You're not a mathematician.
No.
I don't understand.
What do you mean I'm a mathematician?
You left your house. You left your parents' house at the age of 18, 19. You went somewhere.
Actually, older than that.
You went there and studied mathematics for 4 years. You say you're a mathematician. I don't understand.
No. I'm not a mathematician. And I had to do remedial first, by the way.
Okay. What's the probability that the drink that we had was fake?
Actually, the shout out to Chuks Odo, Mo Fame, and Sato EDK, right? They came through to where we were staying and we had fun, great conversations, great guys, obviously. And we bought a bottle of a drink we will not name, right?
Yeah.
And we're having drinks and everything. And later on that night, I was like, where did this guy, because we sent someone to go and buy drinks. The guy went, he like switched on his video, there were drinks there and everything. But I actually asked myself, like, what's probability this drink is original or fake? Because we really don't know. Right?
Yeah.
And I was a bit scared. And when we had another one yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the probability this drink is original or
That's
fake?
guide.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That probability is unknown because the event itself, you can't, my brother, you can't ascertain the credibility of the places that are selling the drinks. Yeah. So it's an unknown. There's no unknown probability actually. It's either high, low, middle. But let's put it. I want to be positive. One. or in this case 0. Since your question was it's fake. So the probability is 0.
Does he have a headache? Do you have a headache? I think they're litmus tests, right? And because you don't drink it often, you won't be able to tell the taste of it.
Who says this one does not drink often?
No, that's one often.
You don't drink Jameson often?
I do.
I said the name of the brand, my God.
Shit.
Nana, cut that
Beep
part
it
out.
out.
But you don't drink that brand often?
I do.
So come on, man.
So can you tell the taste?
Because I was mixing. If I was drinking it raw, because we mixed it.
Okay.
I don't drink as much anymore.
Exactly.
Osagie does not drink as much.
I just want to eat.
Do you get?
I'll stop alcohol the year I hit 40. That's the year I will stop alcohol.
As a Gen Z, that's foul.
Why are you waiting for 40 to stop something? What is this whole when I get to this age I will stop? What's
So
that
that I
whole
will
thing
be able
about?
to drink,
Aspiration.
make I drink small now.
But you've been drinking for the last how many years now? 20 years straight. Give your liver, your kidneys, give them a rest.
A chance.
That's why it's good to fast at times.
Yep.
Because your body is constantly processing and everything. And if you give it 24 hours, no food, they actually rest.
Yes.
When last did you fast? Any two of you?
Me, I fast every day.
What do you mean you fast every day? You don't eat for how many hours?
I don't eat till like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. every day. That's like my normal.
When is the last time you eat though? The day before? What time?
Like 6 p.m. I don't eat like anything.
Yeah,
after
eating after
7
6 is weird.
I don't eat anything after 7 p.m. Not
Okay, fair enough. What about you?
Like fast, no, bro. I don't even. That's not mine.
But how have you been able to keep this?
It's metabolism. Don't bother yourself.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Ugochi, any fasting?
I do a 24-hour fast once a week.
Wow,
that's good.
But for years, I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
And I don't feel hungry in the morning. I wake up not hungry in the morning.
Let me tell you guys something. By 7 o'clock, I'm already thinking of what to eat.
For real.
I'm telling you, I eat very early. Very early. And that's what's been happening because it's part of my sleep cycle. I have to eat very early, start the day early with a lot of energy. Then it starts cooling down. I don't like to eat anything beyond like 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
anyways.
6, 7.
Why have you been able to maintain this size?
This size, I'll go with Ayo's answer.
Metabolism and genes, basically.
I prefer 5 p.m. is like my preferred time to eat, like the last meal of the day.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Sometimes it stretches. We're still waiting for the food and stuff like that. So it stretches like 6:30 and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that,
It's also what you eat, like what you eat. If you eat light, the kind of cut out like spaghetti. Just cut out a few things that really.
Because that 5-6 p.m. meal is usually my first real meal of the day.
So like, it's the heaviest meal.
It's the heaviest meal. Like going.
So I'm on a
Going
full
in.
bar.
Yeah, because like for like the 1 p.m., the 2 p.m., I maybe take a snack. At the office now, like I take a coffee. As I've started making coffee to work, so I just take coffee, maybe a snack or something like that. Then I started taking fruits also to work, so I take a lot of fruits by 1 p.m., 2 p.m. But that's 6 p.m. I'm hungry, bro. I'll just
Ravenous.
go in. Then I'll
2
go-
steaks, plates of steak.
Then I'll go and sleep immediately, or just play with the kids. And
But
stuff
that's
like
not
that.
good. Sleeping on after eating.
consuming.
You should still move on. Yeah,
Move around a little. Yeah. That's why I play with the kids and they just the assignments. Ask them about what they did in school, stuff like that. Then, go on social media a little, then stuff like that. Then, because I have to wake up by 4 or like 3 a.m.
Let's get back to the live show, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so yesterday was really good. We will hopefully be publishing the recording of the live show as well, maybe a week later, so you guys can listen to it. But we did talk about how hip-hop paved the way for Afrobeats, and I think we delivered an interesting presentation of our thesis. Personally, I think Ayo gave us a masterclass yesterday.
Thank you.
Like at some point, I was just showing off.
Listen.
It's like, you are leading 3-0, then you start doing Rabona flicks.
Yeah.
And
Start doing one touch and the
One
car will start doing
I think that is what we witnessed yesterday. Ayo, round of applause to you, man.
Thank you.
For just killing it. But
Now, why did they call them goats?
Listen. For a reason.
But it was a good topic and really interesting topic. I think we can also publish, like develop it into like an article and something. And publish, and just put it out there as well for people to just read. But hip hop did. See, if you're a loose talk giant, you already know this topic.
Yeah.
You already know because we've had these conversations multiple times. Well, it's good for us to flesh it out and present it somewhere. Yeah. And I think it was a great conversation in line with, a streaming platform like Spotify and what they're doing. I want to give a shout out to Spotify, the team here in Spotify Nigeria, Victor Pala as well. What they've been doing for the 3 weeks has been interesting. The guy broke everything and he has been doing, and I've been following it. They still have another week next week. Still have like another week. We have the Cavemen on Saturday. We're recording on a Friday. We have the Cavemen tomorrow. Who's going for the Cavemen?
I should.
Yeah, we need to go as well and just hang out with the guys as well and all of that. But what does it feel like being in Nigeria in the past few days, Steve?
It's been fun. Let me put it that way. It's been very good, very good. You can't turn down an opportunity to come to Nigeria for a few days and just reconnect with your guys and have fun. Yeah, but we've just been just like touching up on things that, just fixing stuff that, normally take you time because you're making calls and stuff like that. But being here physically,
it's cheaper.
Yeah. Just get some stuff done. And today is for like bank and financial institutions, getting ATM cards and stuff, just sorting out myself. I'm also renewing my license today. My driving license today is expired, so I just want to get that done, and that's it. It's been interesting also though. Yeah,
it has been interesting. I think the best part is just reconnecting with old friends. Shout out to our friends as well. Samson was at the live show. Ahmad was at the live show. Shegun was here earlier as we record an episode of a podcast. Like just connecting with a lot of people, and I think that's like what is most interesting. Just seeing your guys physically, seeing Ayo physically, seeing Ugochi physically, hanging out, eating, talking, banting, and all of that. It was mad fun. What is happening? See, guys, have you guys seen what's up with Dele Odule?
Oh, I think Ibadi broke his heart.
Have you Dele Odule, the Nollywood actor?
Oh, okay.
Have you been seeing? He's been putting up posts on Instagram.
Very sad posts
of a picture of his face. Just of a picture of his face. Look at it. I'm showing you right now. Picture of his face. But the comments. If this is a roller for a movie,
he's mad.
This is mad.
He's mad.
Let me read this comment to you for you guys to get the context of what I'm saying. He puts up this picture. He's holding his glasses, and you guys can check his Instagram handle out. Is Dele Odule _ And the location, you know how you can put the location on when you put a post. It's the location is somewhere peaceful.
Let's go.
You just know the man has been through the wire. Anyways, the post says, leaving me is okay. People leave all the time. I'm used to it. What hurts is when you made me so special one day and the next day I was so unwanted.
Okay.
Now body breaking hearts.
Bro,
You know, go sponsor one body and the baby can come again.
Bro. It was interesting is the Kotti, you know the YouTuber Kotti.
Yeah.
She then put a comment and say, sorry, Dad.
Isn't it too old to be suffering from heartbreak like that?
Is there
Well,
a template? Is there is there
Now
a
everybody
time frame?
go. Now everybody go chop breakfast.
There's a
You
time frame
understand?
for you to.
Bars.
That's why there's like it's with when you age, the experience you react better because you've experienced it like several times.
But how about if he has never experienced it before and this is his first time experiencing heartbreak?
No, he's
No,
a
it's
well-seasoned
not
man.
possible.
Go for the
In
one.
this way,
It's not possible.
No.
Like
I
he has
think
never
it- I-
experienced heartbreak.
I think it's possible. You're on the outside looking at him and thinking he has had.
Have you experienced
all the
heartbreak
girls.
before?
Of course I have.
How did you deal with it?
Talk to my friends about it.
You said you didn't do anything crazy.
Like what?
You didn't go on Instagram and write your own captions.
Maybe say normally, and even they struggle with the Instagram.
New
How can
woman,
I
new
do it?
me. I'm independent on my own journey now. You know.
But I'm sure like I've put like some posts out and that like maybe after the time because
Yeah.
like it takes a while to process as well that kind of emotion. You don't even know the days will hit you. Like my man, I really wanted to give this person everything, you know.
I've never been heartbroken though.
Really?
Now you know.
Okay, let's call it disappointed. Have you been disappointed?
No?
So what about it then happens when you're 60? God forbid. Like, oh, not in that way.
Yeah.
Not in that way, right? But like this is what's happening to this guy now. It's
It's
that
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, he has a second post he puts
Oh,
up,
God.
right? The location of this one is even more interesting. It says, your attitude can hurt me. This is the location.
Oh,
Your attitude can hurt me,
What?
but my attitude will kill you. I'll hack your tears.
Wow.
Just give me the password.
Hey,
this guy has a handler.
This is the
How is that
location.
hacking?
This is
This
not
is he has a handler. He can't be him
all
now at
right.
this
He
point.
puts a picture up again, and these pictures he's putting up. He has his glasses on. That
Let me
like
see- let me
very
see this one, let me
candid
see this one.
shots.
Jesus.
Just very candid shots. Then this one he says, after you said the meanest things, you now come back to tell me you never meant it. You are mean, but I'll crush your ego with silence. I will never allow anyone to make me feel I'm not enough. Enjoy your weekend, my people.
Let's
What is going on with Dele Odule?
Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Daddy.
Yo.
I'm trying to understand what's going on. This is some serious breakfast, right?
Yeah.
This has to be breakfast.
They've served him.
Served him
This
served
is
him.
like
continental breakfast.
Yoruba
served him.
Nollywood version of Marvin's Room.
They
Yes,
served him.
he's on
Of,
that
like,
level now.
of Drake's Marvin. Like,
At this, I want to know. I'll pay to know the person who broke his heart like this.
If entertainment journalism was entertainment journalism like before, the woman who broke Dele Odule's heart, city people, on Monday or Tuesday, they go to
Breaking
see it.
news.
we need to know what's happening then. So, an actor went, I think someone had Camo. I
Camo.
don't know if you guys know
I know
Camo.
Camo,
Camo
yeah.
had to go and meet him because this thing, I'm telling you, this thing went viral. He has like 9,000 likes, you know, like it's come on, like it went viral, man. So someone went to meet him and commented. He said, "Breakfast is for everybody." Ibrahim Chata said, "Daddy has not eaten today," and he's in the video. You know, like Camo went to meet him and he's in the video. And this has to be the rollout of a movie.
It
And
has to be.
It has to
and if
be
this is the rollout of
It's
a
good.
movie, I'm going
brilliant.
to watch the
It's
movie.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
I need to see. You know how like in Hollywood, like actors grow old
Yeah.
and then they have like some really unique stories of. We don't see those stories most of the time, but like older people experiencing love for the first time or heartbreak again. Usually, it's always played between like young people or middle-aged people, but like people in their 60s just falling in love again or getting their heart broken. If someone can produce a movie and Dele Odule is the plays the lead role of his heart being broken by
Yeah,
a
romantic
woman,
lead. Yeah.
I'm going to watch the movie. Anyways, for those who are feeling sad about the whole thing, let me just say his last post is a photo of himself and he's really smiling and looks really nice. He has his gray hair and all that. It says, when you master silence, even your jokes make a noise. It's all love, all laughter, nothing broken.
And this is a man
This was 14 hours ago.
This is a man we don't chop continental breakfast. Heavy one.
He's shattered.
Okay, I have to read one more.
Please
This
do.
one was posted on 2nd of October. This one is wild as well. It says, the wrong one will find you in peace and leave you in pieces. The right one will find you in pieces and lead you into peace.
That's a Drake bar right there.
Come on, man.
Epiphany.
Someone
for
give
real.
this man a lead role.
Yeah.
He's already writing the script. Anyways, that's what's wrong with Dele. Well, not wrong, but that's what's happening with
Mr. Dele
Dele
Odule.
Odule. Let's quickly do in other news.
Yes, please.
I wanted to actually, before we go into other news,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the live show yesterday as a fangirl
Okay, let's go.
of Loose Talk podcast.
Let's go. Let's go, man. I
1.0.
don't have my.
You're
Your
a cook mate.
shekere.
I don't have my shekere here. I don't have my shekere here.
And maybe now I don't know if I speak for people who listen to Loose Talk. There you go. Thanks so much. I don't know if I speak for people who listen to Loose Talk, but like just as a one-time listener still, it was, as much as like I know you guys and I interact with you guys, it felt like I just met you guys for the first time being on stage yesterday. It was subtle, it was calm, but it was electric. Seeing the giants in real life talking their shit.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Spotify for giving this platform even and all, but like it felt so good. You know how Osagie plays songs on the episodes and everybody's like, oh, you're in your house, you're like, oh yeah, that's so. But real time feeling it and joining the conversation in that way, it felt so different. It definitely was a time to be alive. In fact, it's a time to be alive because you guys have created, and because you have created, a lot of people have become, a lot of things have been created. Like 234 is the spill off, if we want to say that, of Loose Talk podcast.
Yeah.
And my first time I ever sat at Loose Talk, and this is my first time sitting at Loose Talk with Osagie being here.
Yeah, we've never had a session before.
Never spoken.
The episode that you came on, Osagie was not around.
He wasn't there.
That was the trans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't there. First time I ever came on Loose Talk, he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's when he abandoned the pod.
Yeah, he was absconding with the
that's
pod.
true.
No, but you had come on. Stop that. You had come on as a guest earlier, hadn't you?
You just been a guest
No,
once.
I came twice on the pod.
Yeah, exactly.
I came twice. Were you on the first one?
No.
Must have been.
I have the pictures. You are not.
You were not there.
Where was I? Traveled.
That's
You were
when
not on the
exiting.
episode.
You were exiting.
No,
You are not on that episode. You were not there.
really.
Wallahi,
Yeah.
it's my
The
first
files there.
time.
Go listen to the files. Now.
Almost someone at the live show just came to me. Man, shout out to the guy. Just came to me and said, "Bro, I've got all the backs. I've got
Let's
everything.
go."
I've
Yeah, some
got-
guys get.
I've got the What's Your Shoe Size episode. I have everything. I'm just waiting for it to have more value. Maybe
Exactly.
I'll sell
on
it.
eBay.
I'll sell it on-
Do you have it?
Of course.
Okay.
I have every episode of the podcast since 2016.
Oh, okay.
Every single one.
Makes
But-
sense.
To my live show experience.
Yeah.
Now, watching you guys from the day before, and then or like some hours before, and then seeing you guys real time talking about it.
Was it different from how we were
Yes,
talking about
obviously.
it? Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
It was more organic. So it started out as though it was about to be
scripted.
yeah. But it be like say everybody just realized it's choco. This thing is natural day body. Let's
Let's do what we
let's
gotta
just do it.
Let's go.
Do you understand? And you know, Osagie is always. I've always said it from my first time ever listening to Loose Talk. Osagie is he's the. How do they say?
He's admin. That's what we call him.
Do you understand?
He's admin.
Exactly.
Super
Super
admin.
admin.
He
Because
knows-
the admin for the group. Super admin.
He knows how to
And
bring.
they don't pay their dues.
They don't, Abby. Forgive.
Super admin. No salary.
But they do in some way.
No way.
Eh?
Pay me money. pay me my money.
You know what? Send me your account number.
You said that.
Please, can I send
if-
mine
you know how many times you said pay me your account? Send me
He
your
has done.
account.
How many times have you done that in
It's
the group?
disgraceful. It's such a disgrace. It's a
You
disgrace.
will not send 5 naira.
It's a disgrace.
Or what-
Don't do that in Lagos.
Oh,
Don't do
Naira.
that in Lagos, please.
Send me your account thing. It has caused problem between me and my wife one time. like when we're dating. So I think we're just talking. It's like, sure, like she needs to do something. It's like she doesn't have enough money. I said, send me your account. She said, I'm not sending you my account. I've sent you my. If you care about me, you save my account somewhere.
Period.
Anytime you need to send me money,
You just.
I'm like, just send the account.
Just send.
Just send it. Do you get it? So these days, if we're having a conversation maybe on WhatsApp or something, I say, okay, send me money. I say, okay, send me your account. She'll send it. I say, why are you now sending me your account when back in the day you used to have a problem with me?
Oh, no worry, they
Telling me
play.
to send you your account.
You know what? Yesterday I know Sam.
She will send the account now.
But yeah, it was good. It was great. It was great seeing you guys in your elements, Gen Z Steve.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
The archive that is AOT2 and the orator that is
That's true.
is
It's in
Osagie.
our archive, you know.
No, like forever. And Osagie knows how to make him get into his elements. Like he knows where to touch him to say, yeah, do this.
Yeah,
Do
I think it's years of.
Although you told me to talk about fashion.
Exactly.
When we don't establish it, how you will talk about fashion.
Exactly.
I forgot.
I actually say, I beg. Come,
I actually-
I will take this one.
I will take
We
this.
just switch on that.
I switch out instantly.
I actually forgot because I thought I wanted to talk about. I forgot who wanted to talk about what.
Yeah.
I'll tell anybody who's listening, your work ethic, the work ethic of the people on Loose Talk, of the giants on Loose Talk, is unmatched. I would say
You did body.
no, it did. there's a passion of it,
Yeah.
but there's also the structure of it, which is like them actually doing the work. Because you could literally have gone out there yesterday and just freestyled the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
actually.
I saw them
The
break down an
preparation.
11-page document that they had researched and then had a whole conversation through it, so that when you're seeing it now playing and everybody's like, see
How much
the
is it?
beauty in continuing the craft, like being hungry in the craft even when you have made it. Like when anything you say now is yes, that's the truth. Like if people listen to you and be like, right? But you still do the work. Like you all sit down and still do the work.
Yeah, I don't think you can freestyle some. I mean, you can freestyle some things, but
Yeah,
there.
an 11-page document.
Document.
We went through 11 pages.
Yeah,
I think it's important to, if you're going to deliver something to a group of like people that have
You
come
have to
to,
respect.
Come informed.
Yeah, you have to respect the audience.
yeah,
Yes.
have come to listen to
through.
you. You have to
Yeah.
respect the audience.
Yes.
Respect the audience by giving them something worth their time.
Yes.
It was a free event, right? However, it wasn't free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People spent their time that
Yes.
they can't get back
Yes.
Yeah.
and their money
That
to
money
get there.
together.
And so the event wasn't free,
Yes.
to be
But
honest.
Yeah.
the only thing is, have you confirmed the flavor and Emma? That song does not have a video. Have you confirmed
It doesn't
a
have.
video.
It doesn't have.
Okay. That's the only thing that was on my mind when you said it. I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't have
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
video.
have a video.
Yeah,
okay.
so like for people to come out there, you have to give them something worth
Yeah.
their while.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
and I liked
amazing.
it. Yeah,
We need to
it's
see
nice.
you guys more like that.
It's good. I mean, it's 10 years next year.
Somebody said we should come to New York and say, hey,
Let's put it out
Let's
there.
do it for the culture. You
Yeah.
guys have to go to New York though.
Why?
It's a cultural city.
if they break the money, if they do the all this thing, we go come now.
I think it's.
We're
I think
speaking it now.
diaspora is more of Canada than America, right?
Yes.
I mean, all three cities, all three
All three
countries,
countries.
But we have-
UK,
Canada and America.
Canada, and America. These
Yeah.
are like the biggest diaspora
That we have.
countries where the list talk is listened to.
Yeah.
They share like the market share is like close to 40%.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big following there and everything.
Then Gombe is how many percent?
Shout out to the Gomes.
Funny enough,
Or the
you
jigs.
know, the Gomes.
The Gomes and the Jakes.
I don't
out to
know.
them.
I'll check, but we
Love
have
all
peeps-
Nigerian states. We must include you people.
We have people in Gombe that listen to us definitely. Our
100%.
Gombe crowd
Somebody
is
wrote
there.
on 234 from Jigawa now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
From
because
Jigs.
they got tired of me
Jigs,
trolling
yeah.
them. Like, well, we are here. We listen to you people. Shout out to the
For the
Jigs.
jigs.
Well done, guys. Like that's what I'll say. Well done.
Thank
Well
you,
done,
thank you,
well
thank you,
done,
thank
well
you.
done.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
I want to give a shout out to people platforming us as well, because it could be any other person.
Exactly.
You know, it could have been easier logistics wise if the event was holding in Lagos to just get other podcasters who can speak around.
Yeah.
They can flip the topic if it's not a topic they are comfortable with,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Exactly.
But you know, reaching out to us and you know, saying, "Hey, man, you guys need to be here." I
Come
think
through.
that's is big. So shout out to Spotify, Shout out to Victor Okpala as well. And shout out to the fame maker, Chuksodo, who had been on phone with me months earlier saying, you guys need to do a live show. You know, whatever it is, it needs to happen, you know, and influencing that conversation as well. So shout out to him. I just want to give a lot of shout out to people who just genuinely listen and are interested in seeing how the podcast goes on to do other things beyond what we do every Monday morning. You know. So I think I'm very much appreciative that we can connect and see people. You know, I shout out to, I think I call his name Pez instead of Pizzy. When he came through yesterday, we read his emails. You know, back to back. We read about 3 or 4 emails of his, and he came to the show. And for me, like, that was amazing. You know, he came through. Came all the way from Kwaja.
Imagine.
You know, shout out to him. Shout out to someone I saw yesterday. Shout out to DJ Dino. I haven't seen DJ Dino for close to 12, like 14 years. And at a point, you know, he used to DJ at the radio station I worked. Great guy. We used to hang out a lot. And I just saw him and he just smiled at me. And I hugged him the longest yesterday because we haven't seen for a very long time. And what that hug was just the memories, you know, the flush of memories that came back from where we were and what we were doing. And it's good to just see him yesterday. Shout out to the DJ that played the set yesterday.
DJ on point.
Camo, like, man, this guy started playing deep cuts.
I'm like, bro, where are you getting these songs
like
from?
Some deep cuts. You know when you start playing some deep cuts, Nigerian hip hop music. Deep cuts.
I was looking at the guy like, you sabi the work.
He knew his stuff. This is what I do. I don't know about you. You know, some deep cuts. I had to go meet him and say, thank you very much, man. Bro, you're killing it. He killed his sets.
He did.
Yeah. You don't see stuff like that anymore. You know, when you even do stuff like that, people kind of look at you and say, that's nerdy. Stop that shit. You know, but nerdy stuff is good. And it's nerdy stuff that got us where we were. It's nerdy stuff that built technology that we're using today. It's the nerds. It's people that were super interested and geeked out on like what they were consuming or what they thought could be better or what they thought could be done. And this is just for everybody listening, right? Like you do nerd. See, let me tell you, I used to do nerdy stuff on and geeky stuff on like hip hop in Nigeria back in uni. My friends used to laugh at me. Like I was the clown. Like they used to clown me that this guy don't come again. Like we'll be listening to a song and I'll be telling them this is how the video would look like. And they thought I was weird and everything. But I ended up writing scripts and directing videos. You understand? Like everything will work. So don't let anybody dampen your spirit. It might look copy and everything. And that's why I think this age and version of what was happening to me back then is you just posting about your stuff. You understand? Like you do really cool stuff, but you don't put it up. You don't put it on your LinkedIn. You don't put it anywhere because you are just afraid that people will look at it the wrong way and you think that it's subpar. Newsflash, don't give a damn about anybody. That's the first thing. If you start doing that, if you don't give a damn about anybody, your life you just become freer.
Exactly.
You just become freer and put it and just be, like Steve says, consistency. We've seen people be successful off being consistent. It's just consistency. The same thing over and over and over and over again.
For a long time.
For a long time.
Put in the work for a long time.
You just put in the work. So it's the same thing, right? And I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to all of us here because we've all suffered from that. I like what Ayo is doing. Ayo has broken that barrier now. Which is in this lane, I am the best at what I do here. I will take you guys on a trip down memory lane
and connect it to what is happening now. Nobody has that but better context.
With proper storytelling. And I'm just going to put it out.
We know he has always been like that though.
I watched Ayos. I don't know if that footage exists anywhere. I'm talking about 2009. Ayo started doing this same thing he's doing now. 2008, 2009. There's a footage of Ayo just breaking down something. I can't remember what it was. Grainy footage and all of that, right? And I guess he didn't do it anymore because life, love, you know, everything, right? But he's back at it again. So what he's doing now is not new, but he has the courage now to say, let me just do this thing.
Yeah.
Because guys, the scammers are out.
Yeah, bro.
The scammers have the best cameras.
Yeah.
They have
best
the best gear and everything, right? Because they know this thing, that this thing works. You know, but we see these things when people tell us, oh man, you changed my life, blah, 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 blah. We're like, really? No, it's a bit scary. Those guys don't care.
They don't care.
The scammers, they don't care.
They don't care. I change people's lives. They will come and tell you themselves.
Yes.
Change people's lives.
I transform lives.
Transform lives. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go on Forbes or something.
Yeah.
Forbes member.
Yeah, they will even put it. Yeah, they
Member
put it
of
out
Forbes.
there. Yeah.
You remember the
Steve and I
got
saw
the
the
reference.
Yeah. You understand? They put it out there. Personal life transformer.
Personal life
Yes.
transformer. Just
Life
own it
coach.
and just
Life
start running
coach.
around
Life
with it.
coach of what?
Exactly.
What are you
What
eating life
champions
and
of
coaching?
what?
Yeah.
Life coach of what?
Of life.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's freedom of speech.
It's freedom of speech. You can be whatever you want to be.
You
bro.
can.
Yeah.
It's up to people to now say yes or no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guess what? 7 billion people. Some people will say yes.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
They'll fall for it now.
So please don't be stuck in that space where you are critiquing people who have done stuff that is subpar while you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's only right that people will reach out to the subpar people when they don't have.
When the guys who are meant to do
Is
it,
The
not
things that,
available.
yeah, when the things that are better. If you think you're better, do it.
do it, man.
You go to the market now, you have high quality grade products. You take it off the shelf and put a subpar products. There's still a need for that
For that
product.
product.
For
And
that,
people
for
buy
that
that
type of
subpar
product. They will go and buy the subpar one now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing,
Yeah.
you know. So we have to, guys, just do you. Put your stuff out there. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
people will
boom.
find you.
Yes.
Thank you.
True that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's giving Aspire to Maguire.
All right, quick one, guys. Quick one. I saw something that the federal government is doing. I know this is, we're not complaining, don't worry. I just wanted to mention
Amongst
it and
many other
discuss
things.
it, right?
Yeah.
The federal government is to establish a $10 billion innovation hub. Round of applause. Round of applause, yeah. And they are doing this in Katsina. Do you want to take your applause back?
No.
Katsina is Nigerian.
Exactly.
I can do it everywhere and anywhere.
Man, cut it out. What's the fuck? Oh, cut it out.
I don't know. so
What's the
how
hub?
can you
What's the hub
Anyways,
about?
let me read the news
Okay.
story.
Okay.
Right, federal government has named Katsina State among 10 states selected to host a new $10 billion innovation hub aimed at boosting digital transformation and broadband connectivity across the country. Okay, aimed at what? Boosting digital transformation and broadband connectivity across the country. Minister of Comms, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, disclosed this on Monday, where he received the state governor in his office in Abuja. Tijani said the Innovation Hub, one of the flagship projects under the Federal Digital Economic Plan, would be one of the best designed facilities in Nigeria, adding that construction was expected to commence before the end of the year. He says Katsina is one of Nigeria's most promising innovation states. The minister said, with the support of the governor, right, and I didn't read the governor's name earlier, Malam Diko Umaru Rada, right, with his support, we are confident this project will accelerate digital growth in the north. The minister also announced that Katsina will receive 5 new satellite internet sites under the Universal Service Provision Fund to improve broadband coverage, especially in rural communities.
Shout out to them.
I think, see, again, I just have one problem with this, and my problem is fundamentals.
Okay.
Who are the people you are trying to reach out to? And I do see the way we plan in Nigeria is we're always thinking about the now. Again, what are the states of primary schools and secondary schools,
The basic education.
junior secondary schools and senior secondary schools in these states that you're launching these hubs, right? Who are the people that are going to join or are going to attend this or visit these innovation hubs and join programs there? What is their state of mind? How equipped are they? How knowledgeable are they? And if you have a group of people that you've identified as, oh, they have laptops, oh, they are building amazing projects. We've met like maybe 2 or 3 teams or even 5 or 10. For the next generation, the ones coming behind, how do they also go into a cycle that when they are ready to join these innovation hubs, they are fully equipped and they can get there?
What is an innovation hub?
A hub where they innovate.
My brother, those are your universities now. Those are your universities now.
Actually,
I don't understand. What is the innovation hub?
actually, oh man, this funding can just be imputed. You can
So
build
we
those
said-
hubs in the universities.
University budgets,
Yeah.
It's
allocation.
simple.
Yeah, you don't need to build a
You don't
new
need to
building.
build a new one. So
Integrate
anybody that
them
wants to innovate
into
in Nigeria will
integrate
go
them
to
into the
Katsina.
federal and state schools.
Nine other states. They said 9 other
Because that's
states.
where the students are. You can catch them
Catch
there.
them there.
So if you're studying
put funding
computer
into
science or you're
research.
studying engineering or whatever, right? You then have hubs domiciled in the school,
That's it.
right? Where you can now start looking at further integrating those things into the curriculum, working with the deans of those faculties, etc. etc. Do you really need to start? And that's the problem. The continuity
Yeah.
is what I have the problem
Exactly.
with. The continuity. You have schools already. Like this is distribution, right?
Simple, easy. It's just
This
like
is distribution as a business owner. This
framework is there-
distribution.
the framework is there already.
We have this money. Let's just use these points as distribution points, and then, man,
Come on, man.
See, the truth is that Nigerians have good ideas. This is what my opinion on this, right? We have good ideas. We have two problems though, two challenges. Number one is
one?
execution. Number two is maintenance. Execution and maintenance is where we always drop the ball. The idea is good though. Rural areas need education, right? Having been to a couple rural areas, I can tell you for a fact that like these people, there's not so much for them to
Ugochi.
people's minds are not open.
If there's no university around that place, there's a polytechnic. If
There
there's no
is.
polytechnic, there's a
There's
college of
state university.
education.
There
yeah.
is. That's what I'm saying.
Like
Execution and maintenance, huge problem.
I hate the drama and the paparazzi that goes into the execution of ideas in Nigeria. Who will build it, after that building now, next they will launch it. After that launching, I hate this. Just go
When
and
they
do
launch
this thing.
it's too much drama.
Too much drama.
And
The
funds
main
is
thing
up.
Just go.
is to get things done
Get it
over a
done
long period of time. And that's what we should really focus.
Exactly.
This whole grandiose paparazzi
This grandiose thing
that
where
you do
you-
around it,
Now innovation hub in Castina, 10 billion. This.
dollars.
I'm big.
That money, I mean,
Our
there-
universities are crying out for research.
bro,
for
we've
funding.
seen the state of schools.
Bro, like you see, like as a university that's like they're crying out for it. Like people are young, intelligent, they're industrious, they're looking for ways to like things can come, something great can come out from our universities if we put in the right. Like we've seen, like the internet that we have now is as a result of government funding.
Yes.
You need these things where profitability is not the idea, it's not the framework for it to. The United States were funding these projects, and that's how the concept of, the internet came about, where they developed it, and first for the military, then private sector came in and started. Like government has to lead this thing.
Of course.
If they're not doing it, because if it's private sector is so profit driven. If they don't see something. If they don't have a framework for say we'll achieve profitability from this project in 5 years, 6 years, 10
That's where the
years,
government steps
where the
in
government
and
step
then
in
looks
because
at
they put
larger
funding-
picture,
thank you, they
which
put
is how do
funding
we
into these
raise the
raise
standard of living. Yeah.
living. So someone will come and say, I'm doing a research on this and this, they give them money. If you do research on this, they give them money. Whether it works or it does not work, that's the idea. That's why it's called research.
We know some countries in Asia that have funded companies to go into African countries
Yes.
to do what? To further drive
Yeah.
innovation and let's put it in their quotes, their agenda. You
Yeah.
understand? We are struggling to do that
We're
locally.
struggling, Which agenda have we set in this country in the last 20 years to say this is what we want the country to be, and let's just start doing this thing gradually. What's that framework? What's that nothing.
So, on some of your earlier episodes, when you guys give us the resurrection, right? Or
That came out the wrong way, but go ahead.
I know. You guys talked about treating Nigeria as a project, right? Clear scope, clear stakeholders, clear funding, clear goals. make it known to all what these goals are, so that everybody is running with those goals in mind, right? Now, this thing they've done in Castina all the way, for instance. How many Nigerians go to Castina? How many Nigerians know where Castina is currently?
No, but there are people. They are telling there are people in Katsina now
Who?
that are building or in surrounding cities that are building amazing projects, and that's why they are building an innovation hub there. That's the whole point. And to be honest, they are.
No, of course they are.
They are. They are.
Hundreds.
Yeah, it's just.
But like the goals are not clear to everyone. Like that, this doesn't say so much about. Okay, this innovation hub is going to.
I think one thing I was
XYZ.
missing from like press release, and I checked it, was like, what is happening there? Like, what? Why?
Exactly.
Why Katsina?
What's
the
You know,
essence
how much
of-
of a hub is there? If you said
Exactly.
Kaduna,
makes
Yes, 'cause that's
makes
the
a
biggest-
lot of
You
sense.
understand?
Yeah,
you
Kano.
understand? You say that we've seen
Zaria.
like some innovation hubs pop
Yeah.
up in there, right?
Yeah.
And all of that. So there are some cities there in the north that if you say, okay, we're like, okay,
Kano.
we get it, but why Katsina?
Buhari
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
was from Castina. They want to name it after him in memorial.
Good for them.
You're calling this early, right?
No, but it's the truth now. Check it.
You're calling it early.
Yes.
They call it the Muhammadu Buhari Innovation.
Center of Innovation.
All right. Well, I mean, they are going to complete it and build it. We'll put
Let's
a pin
see.
on this
Let's
and just see.
Yeah. State of the art world class.
Yeah. And then we know that Ugochi can predict the future.
Listen.
Have you seen the
Amy.
back and forth between the minister and Rufai on Arise TV?
Yeah, Governor Umehi.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Umehi.
Minister.
Minister.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You saw it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I mean, it just shows how people in positions of power view people who aren't in
Who are in
position of
positions
power.
of power.
It's very simple. Even
Yeah.
people like journalists, right, who you should hold in high regard because, of course, the kind of work they do, that they will have the knowledge. And you see how Rufai
was
was
so
saying
condescending.
it's very condescending. But that's how it genuinely feels.
That's how it genuinely
I'm in a
feels.
position of power. Shut up.
You are less of a
You are
human
yes,
being.
you are less of a human being.
Yeah.
I am up here, you are down there.
Yeah.
Even to a journalist
Yeah.
that is sound in the work, that is
Yeah.
interviewing you, that's trying to have a conversation, and that has the right to call you out and for you to then explain in context. But when you don't have anything to say, when you genuinely are failing at the things you are meant to do, that's the only way you can shut people up. We've seen this thing happen. Bro, this is typical Nigerian parents 101 behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Or like elderly person 101 behavior. They call you out and say shut up. People they talk, you
You
they
did
talk.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is.
Crazy.
It's,
Like,
that's the level we're in.
Yeah, they don't want to be held accountable for anything. They don't want to answer to anybody. It's just crazy, man.
The way I look at this thing back at it is that we keep wanting to build phantom projects, and I'll describe them as phantom projects now.
Why telephone?
It's almost like we want to skip something, and I keep saying it. The fundamental is broken.
Bad.
If you focus all this money on the fundamentals, I think people are happier.
Yeah.
But the problem is people in positions of authority and power now just keep making decisions for now, maybe till the end of tenure of their office.
Yeah.
There is no long-term planning.
They want quick wins.
Do you understand? There's no long-term planning for, whoever is minister in the next 20 years will benefit from
build from
this,
this.
because we're on a journey. The problem is we are all looking to take credit for success. But the stage we're in Nigeria is maybe my own job will be to clean the mess.
Yes.
I'm not going. I can't build anything because there's so much mess in this building. My job is just to take out all the
so that the next
refuse.
person can build.
Then the next person can come, and maybe the next person's job is to do the foundation and paint.
Yeah.
It might be the 10th minister who's actually going to build.
Yeah.
And that, but we don't look at success as that. We look at success as
Instant
doing it
gratification.
instantly and then taking the credit, and it's never going to work that way. The next minister is going to come, and he won't continue
No.
with any of things. He will have his own projects.
An innovation center in Warri.
Yeah, he will have his own projects,
Yeah.
and then he will do his own projects. Then these projects will lack funding, and then everything will start to dilapidate. That's the problem we have in Nigeria.
No continuity.
No
At
continuity, because there's no one shared vision everybody has. And I don't know how it works, right? Because I understand that we have a president every 8 years, but I also know
Every
that
4
there's
years.
4 years.
Every 8 years. Osagie, I'm with you. Every 8 years.
Thank you, Ayo.
But Jonathan did didn't do 8 years.
Anomaly.
Yeah, in fact, it is 6.
Same with Shagari
But
too.
let me tell you something. If Jonathan had not done those other 2 years earlier, he's doing more than 4.
Why?
He did 6 now. When
Is it 5 or
Yaradua
I have a
died,
theory that man was just tired, bro.
if he had done only 4,
Frustrated him
He
now.
was just tired, like.
and
he
in
just-
this case, let's keep it a buck, right?
Yeah.
He's not like your typical politician.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not.
He's a victim of circumstance
Yes,
on how he got there. Even how he became governor.
Yes, that's what political career has
That's
been.
not political
Yeah,
career.
just they go.
If it's someone that had,
series of events that just
Yeah.
brought him
if he
to
had,
where
if he had that
he didn't-
ambition,
yeah,
he's not doing-
he's not losing that election.
he's not losing
Yeah,
it.
he's not losing
He's not losing it.
He's not losing that.
So, and at the judgment of like people dying and
does
all
not-
that,
he
he doesn't
won't care
care.
now. Yeah,
he won't care. Like, okay, let
The
people.
person
die.
that won didn't care now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people were dying when he
Yeah.
lost the election. or something, so,
2013 or so. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the problem. My problem is like, you know how you have companies, right? And companies have like visions, and there's like one vision, there's one mission.
Clear.
Irrespective of who the CEO is, they might move in and veer off the direction a bit, but there's one agenda, and they have like transitions, they have projects they're building, everything. In Nigeria, do we have something like that? And who's in charge of that? We have a president every 4 years that cycle in and cycle out, but that agenda of moving the
Nigeria.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nigerian agenda.
who's in charge
What
of
is
that?
it?
Who stays back?
That is supposed to be these ministries, the
The
permanent
ministries.
secretaries, the ministries,
The civil
Ministry of
service,
Information,
actually,
Ministry of
yeah.
Education. Those are the guys. That's the institution.
The permanent secretaries
Permanent
actually.
secretary, those are the institutions that's been set up to run the country continuously.
That's why they call them permanent secretaries.
Permanent
right?
secretaries, yeah.
And
Because
that
when
is-
the president then comes in and says, "Okay, guys,
You can't
what are
change-
we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
This is the agenda. This is
That's why they
what
have
we built in the
ministers.
last
They come
40
bring the
years."
ministers,
Yeah.
The minister will not politically lead
Yeah.
the ministries and stuff like that. But
But as we get new set of guys, everything starts afresh.
Yes, what's the new
Everything starts
agenda?
afresh. Then they're like, "Oh, we have this. That's not my own P." You know, and I know why it's like that. It is like that because it's corruption.
Yeah.
It's corruption. XY money is delivered to XY project. It has been done shabbily. The next guy doesn't want to have anything to do with it. So the EFCC doesn't come knocking on his door saying, "Oh, this amount was dedicated to this. Why didn't we finish?" You know what? Let me start my own afresh
own.
and sort my own way out. And that's what we're experiencing. And I don't think we can go far with it.
No, we
It's
can't.
such a brilliant idea. Just integrate it into the schools.
simple.
Like, this is for someone like this, right? Who, like, as a startup founder, the first thing they start telling you is what is sales. Then after sales, you start thinking, okay, distribution. How do I get to the end person in all these places? You have these distribution points already. Why aren't you partnering with these guys? Even if you want to build within the school, it still makes more sense. Like, build within the school, but you know that you are they are shared facilities. Anyways, man, make we
No be
live like
Naija.
what salad. I wanted to touch on something. I saw this story about a month ago, right, of this lady that has been accused of blasphemy. Don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Mrs. Christina Oluwasesin was who was married with 2 children, arrived in Gombe. She was to teach in the government secondary school of Gandu as a government teacher. Before that, she had given the state authorities a resignation notice due to the fact that she wanted to join her husband, or rather her family, in Abeokuta, where her husband, Mr. Femi, had gotten a job as a laboratory technician in a hospital. According to her belief, she was happy that after the school's final exam, she would leave to join her husband in Abeokuta. But the day didn't go as she imagined. On March 21st, 2007,
2007.
yes, Oluwasesin was invigilating students writing their final exams on Islamic religious studies. But prior to the commencement of the exam, she collected books, bags, and papers where she left them out of the class, in front of the class, right? But many outlets reported that she threw them out of the class. One of the teachers at the school, known as Aluke Musa Yila, said in a statement to the Compass that usually such items are returned to every student as each returns her answer script. But after she had dropped the bags in front of the classroom, one of the female students writing the exam began crying. And when asked what the problem was, she told her classmates that her copy of the Quran was in her bag and Mrs. Oluwasesin had touched it, and thus she had desecrated the Quran since she was a Christian. Some media outlets reported that the student said to her friends that her Quran was in her bag and that Mrs. Christina had thrown it out. Before she was given freedom to speak, the students started to shout Allahu Akbar, meaning God is great. Hearing the noise, Aluke Yila rushed down to the class where she was told about the ordeal. Yila then tried to bring calm to the class after she asked them how Mrs. Christina would have known whether there was a Quran in the bag if she wasn't told. But in all efforts proved abortive. Aluke Yila quickly notified the school authorities, which the school authorities tried to bring calm into the environment and all of that, but unfortunately it was impossible. Yila then took Mrs. Christina to the principal's office. Knowing well that the students might want to go to the office, the principal left the office and went to calm the environment, but to no avail. According to Yila, he told Mrs. Christina to stay in the principal's bathroom while she goes to check, and on getting there, he discovered that the whole school, along with the Islamist extremists, were already destroying the environment and the school, and the teacher had been told to be put to death. When their demands were not met, they began hitting the teachers, principals, and the police, which forced them to withdraw. Soon enough, the extremists broke into the principal's office and captured Mrs. Christina. When the principal rushed to the site, he met Mrs. Christina bleeding from the head as she begged the extremists not to kill her. Afterwards, the principal, along with Mrs. Christina, went to the neighboring house, but she was dragged out of the house by the extremists, who tortured her, beat her, and they waited for their leader, known as the Angel of Death, who soon arrived and cut off Mrs. Christina's throat, after which the students burned her to death. After all of this, the extremists were still not satisfied, as they were heard shouting and calling for the whereabouts of other Christian staff of the school, while the students began setting everything on the school on fire. After the event, 16 personnel were arrested but were later freed without being charged to court. The truth in real life is that they weren't sure whether the student's Quran was in her bag. To date, like the other murders by those extremists, none of the murderers have been charged.
That's an extreme.
It's a crazy story.
Wait, they killed the woman?
Yes.
Cut her truth.
She was slit and burnt. They slit her throat and she was burnt to death.
This is crazy. I'm seeing a picture of the woman.
Why it happened in 2007?
Yes.
So why is the story? Why did this?
No, it's someone, like, people curate stuff.
Oh,
and
so
put
it
like
was
a banner and
curated.
everything. The guy curated it and put the story on.
Man, that
Yeah, this extremism, this religious extremism thing is another thing that you see, and you see the way Nigerians just navigate the conversation. Another example of how we would love to lie to ourselves in this country.
And when you say religious extremism, it's like all the popular religions, yeah.
Do you get? We're lying to ourselves in this country. Everybody you see the conversation on Twitter about they are killing Christians and
They sidestep it.
that's sidestepping it.
Yeah.
Do you get? You people are living. Okay, yes, we know the West America now has an agenda, and that's why they came
All of a sudden.
now
Yeah,
they're
all of a
killing
sudden.
Christians. Blah blah blah.
They care about
I understand
Christians in
the
Nigeria.
rebuttal that you have to give to that conversation, but when giving a rebuttal, you're not having the right conversation.
Yeah.
Gimba in this thing say, that both sides are fighting and both sides are guilty, blah 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 blah. You people are not having the conversation, and guess what? We'll be here, and the problem will be piling up.
What's the
until
conversation though?
Until it explodes of religious extremism. It's like
Yeah.
this thing is not. You see people in government. There was an aid to a minister of Federal Republic, a taxpaying, like someone who's using our tax, right, to run his or her life. That aid was saying something about Western education has done damage in this country. That's why what do they call it? Blasphemism is now welcome. Blah 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 blah.
That is crazy.
The aid to a country that's supposed to be a secular country, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's on paper though, because
On paper,
Nigeria
of course, you
is
understand.
Nigeria
Like, it does not make sense. We are sidestepping this issue, and before we know, it's going to explode.
I think
You get?
religious extremism has to be. We need to be very vigilant. I can't say that the government has to do it because the government always fails anyway. But religious extremism, whether Christian or Islam, it's I don't think it bodes well for a nation, especially one as Nigeria. An example of religious extremism: you sign your child up to go to a school, and your child is denied basic human rights because they believe this is the righteous way of the Lord.
That's why I feel
basically sending your child
back on Islamic extremism. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because there's also Christian. There's also the religious extremism also covers Christians.
But it's not on the same level, though.
Bro, it's not just people being killed. It's still extremism.
But you see your mind being fucked up at the end of the day.
So you're saying just because you're saying these things are allowed because,
or you kill people
it's
because
it's the same concept.
They are dancing in the same space. You go to a school and the school does not allow you to interact with the opposite sex gender as adults. It's extremism.
That's extremism.
It's
because they're basing it on what?
Let me explain what extremism is, right? What like general society accepts, you don't accept it. It's extremism. That you cannot wear jeans material in a school. It's not, do you understand? Like, let me explain to you. You know how a school is, right? If you situate a school in a society and people in the society cannot go through the school into another, like, from like one place in school into another part of the town where they can live the same way. It is extremism. People are not just being killed. So everybody is practicing their own version of extremism. Do you understand? You cannot use. Let me explain to you. You cannot access a level of technology because you are part of a certain school. It's extremism.
It's not based on it's based off religion basically. So that's extremism. Do
you understand? You're telling me because of your this is a school based on built on religion, blah 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 blah. You cannot access the internet. You cannot talk to the opposite gender. You cannot date the opposite gender. You cannot. Do you understand? It is extremism. It's just another version of extremism. Let's keep it a buck. Make we not lie to ourselves. I'm not comparing. Okay. I'm just saying it is also extremism. And because they are also practicing their own level of extremism, just because one is on a higher level, which is a non-practicing person of that religion touches their holy book will get killed. Doesn't mean the other one too is not batshit crazy. They are all crazy. Do you understand? Extremism, not religion. Please don't take my words out of context.
I think Nigeria really has to separate the state and religion really, really much.
There's something Laolu, which is something like Laolu said, right? Shout out to Laolu of what's the name of their podcast again? Open Africa.
Open Africa. Yeah,
shout out to Laolu and team, right? It says something. It says overturning blasphemy laws in Nigeria is one of the absolute legislative crusades that we must wage. If we are a secular state, as we claim to be, then let us behave like it. Your right to practice your religion is your personal right. It should never be my problem, and vice versa. I want Steve to respond to this. Having read Formation. Yeah. And having read like all these books we've read on the history of Nigeria, do you think what Laolu is saying is possible?
No, it's not possible.
It's not.
I think
it's not possible.
Like what Laolu is saying, right, makes sense if you think the problem just started yesterday,
centuries,
or even 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago, or even 50 years ago. This problem that we are talking about, this thing that we are discussing, is in the genesis of the creation of Nigeria.
It's in the default OS setting.
Yes.
You can't get rid of it. The only way you can get rid of it is to wipe the whole thing out. You can't get rid of it.
As they say in your computer, you have to flash the phone.
The framing of Nigeria alone is problematic to everybody. You know, when people say, you see people who are just pretentious and say, the north is our problem in this country. We're a problem to the north.
Yes.
As well.
Because of it's not supposed to be an association. So the reason why the argument for Sharia in the first place was that the English law that we practice
are based off
Christianity and not it doesn't align with their religion. So they needed something that was tied to their own religion,
which makes sense.
Yes,
and that's why Sharia came. My own now is if they agree majorly with it as a country, it would have been better for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if they were a country, or their own country,
standalone country, that region.
that region, it would have been better. The issue that we're having right now is because we are in the same country,
Yeah.
And then there's conflict.
And there's conflicts.
So as we are not happy with Sharia law, they are also not happy with the current laws because they think the current laws is based off Christianity.
It's based on Christianity.
I've always said that.
Do you understand? If I practice a religion, I should be governed by
the principles around.
Let's say this. Okay,
Yeah.
if I practice a religion and I agree not to be bound by those religious laws, then I should not be bound by another religion's laws, which is what
is happening right
now. A
now.
lot of Nigerian law is based off because we're colonized by people who were Christians.
Yeah.
Do you see the point?
Yeah.
Like you can get their point.
Yeah,
the problem is that we are too integrated and nobody is leaving each other.
Nobody's leaving each other. You know.
So what does the government do? Does the government then revise all the laws and say, okay, no Christian laws, which is going to be difficult because general global laws tend to be tilted towards Christianity, especially if you are following the West.
But I still think you can do some certain things, but I believe that there will be backlash.
That's why I'm saying, what's the Nigerian identity? What's our That's another thing that colonialism took away from us.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough time to frame.
There was no consensus.
There was no organic framing of what the Nigerian identity is. The Nigerian identity is just a clash of too many
identities.
He lumped too many nations together and said, okay, come together. There's this book I'm reading, Why Nations Fail, right? And he gives an example of South America and North America. And basically what that book is saying that if a nation is destined to fail, it starts from the people who colonized it.
Yes.
And he designed it, imputed.
It was all fully designed.
When the Spanish came to South America, they just saw that this place is for free labor. They wanted to take their mineral resources.
Yeah.
And that's why till today South America is very impoverished.
Yeah.
Now in North America, the British wanted to do that and the people resisted. And they said, no, we can't do that. That everybody here is equal under the law. And that was the basic tenet of democracy. And that is why America thrives and South America is fumbling till today.
Another thing that made America thrive was because North America benefited largely from the era of slave trade. They were taking people here to North America to essentially build the country. And that's why
Nigeria is a commercial entity. So when the British left, they gave it to the Nigerian ruling class that it is your own commercial entity. So that is why they do not care about people,
about the framework of the country
at all. So that is why Nigeria is destined to fail.
Yeah.
So unless we now say let's go back to the original OS, do we flash the whole country?
Yeah.
Or
what is the original OS?
I mean the colonialist OS. You go back to that and say, do we flash it from here and find our own way? Or
it's too far gone now.
Or do we keep patching? Do we keep sending patches?
It's too far gone.
We'll be doing better testing trial.
It's too far. I think Nigeria is fundamentally broken. And we're too far gone. It's very sad, and we shouldn't be saying that, right? But I don't see, after reading
when you dig deep
those Max Solum books, right? Especially when he went and did like the throwback as to why some things, especially these things in the north, and how like even when it talks like televangelism in Nigeria. I've read it on the podcast already because what he did was great. He went into the Christian route and said this is why the rise of the Pentecostal churches, when they started speaking a lot about like materialism and prosperity. He did a whole breakdown of that. Then went into north and did. It was when he went to the north and did the breakdown. I now understood that. For me, as a young man, I actually thought like extremism started with Boko Haram. I knew there were flashes of things there and there. When this guy goes back and starts, Shagari was dealing with these guys.
Yeah. Yes.
Like in the 70s, there was a rise of...
Guess who fought them? Like, no, bro, he said Buhari to fight them.
If you read Formation, right?
It's even crazier.
Pre-colonialism.
This was already happening.
Was extremism.
The rise of Usman Danfodio.
Danfodio was... Yeah. That's how he ruled. Danfodio became Danfodio.
Yes. They told the king there that
bro,
we do not support your ways.
Minimal Muslims. He didn't like the fact that these guys were just like.
And then the holy war, the jihad.
Thank you. That's how the jihad came about.
He wanted the royal,
They started conquering
towns after towns,
pushing people. That's basically what it is. Pre-colonial Nigeria, there was already extremism.
So as from the south, right, the British Christians, they were converting people, with the Catholics, whatever. That was also happening in the north, and then the middle belt is just sandwiched with half of this and half of that, and that's where we started to see the most tension. To be honest,
exactly. Now
the killings and all of that, right?
Yeah, because of that, this constant clash.
And why did the Yorubas even embrace Christianity? The Egba people, Abeokuta, said, "Look, this is your empire. They are a threat to us. They've been dealing with us for centuries.
Yeah,
let's embrace white people.
And so we can then fight these guys."
That's why the first church in Nigeria is in Abeokuta.
Ajayi Crowder left Sierra Leone to come to Abeokuta.
And guess what? They started pumping missions.
And they started pumping
schools.
The CMS.
Yes, CMS. Christian Missionary Society. Building schools.
From England.
Hospitals.
They started building schools.
Funding.
Hospitals. They started funding them.
That is why
they were bypassing Lagos to Abeokuta.
Yes, that is why.
Because Lagos was heavily into slave trade.
Yes. No, Lagos was a slave colony.
It was a slave colony.
And so they didn't believe in all of that.
They didn't want to stop it. That's how Kosoko became the Oba. He agreed. He was the one that agreed to end the slave trade. And the British helped him defeat the rival. Was it Kosoko or I've forgotten? Like the Oba of Lagos, then the person that became the Oba had the support of the British government because he agreed.
I watched someone who did the
breakdown. You know, so that's essentially what happened.
So you know what I'm noticing from all these things now, especially in the down south, is that it's not even a case of
it was a political decision.
We really want to get to heaven.
It was a political decision.
All this thing,
it was a political
it's all
decision.
a means to an end.
It was a means to an end.
Yeah. In the story of how Igba people, they said they already saw the coming of a white man. Yeah. Like Ifa already told them, and Ifa told them embrace these people. Yeah. And that's why in the southwest, till today, people from Ogun State are seen as the most progressive.
Yes.
Because they were the first.
They were the first. Yeah.
So we have all this history. How do you you can't undo these things? It is centuries of these issues.
Yeah.
And then somebody picks. So how do you solve a problem like this? It's simple. I think we should embrace these things and then create like hard fine lines around it. Okay, if you are a Christian in a school that is predominantly has Muslim students, you understand that you can't touch the Quran. Do you set up a system in a way where, as you're coming to school, please put XYZ in lockers?
Yeah.
So you're not holding anybody's back. I mean, do we start being agile and adapting to these things?
Let me tell you something about
since
extremism.
We cannot undo these things.
Let me tell you something about extremism. It's not about your acts. They will look for it. Because you already considered an infidel already. So someone is looking for an opportunity to even. They don't like you.
There's nothing.
That's why it's extreme.
The next one is he looked at me.
Exactly.
Then what do you want to do? You want to start when?
So it's very hard. Once religion extremism creeps in, integration becomes very difficult.
And that's why some countries cut it out.
When they begin to see it becomes very easy. Bro, you can't live with an extremist. You can't. There's no way you can dodge.
Because it's beyond respecting it. Exactly. As long as you're not part of us.
Exactly. They're obsessed with it. The idea that you are not part of them. They hate you for it.
So does everybody go back to the regions where they are accepted? Can that work as well?
It can.
A long time ago, a few years ago, I used to think, okay, people are being persecuted in Christians in Kaduna. There's this whole constant. Just leave Kaduna,
bro.
But let me tell you something. Kaduna is one of the most unique states. You know why? It's split equally. 50% Muslim, 50% Christians.
These people have been there since
the beginning of time.
Since the beginning of time.
They can't
want to go. Where do you want to go? Is their home?
That's the.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Don't do that.
Steve, I want to do this. Steve, as a guy, you didn't have. You grew up there. You didn't have money. You understand? Maybe you went to Kaduna State University or you went to the federal school, whatever. You start to see these things, and then you look at it and you say, "I'm going to marry. I have beautiful, wife. I want to have kids. I'm going."
Why
are people doing that?
Yes, people are doing that.
If it was you, would you do that? And say, this wala is too much, I have to leave.
No, people have left.
People are still there to defend their own home. Yeah. Still there to defend their own home.
Because it's a stupid thing to leave.
Yeah.
You know why?
Where are you going to serve?
Because that's what started in the first place.
Exactly.
They came to this place and chased me. Wherever I'm going, and if
they will come again. Thank you. So how long are you going to run?
And where to?
That's a good question. And that's the question I'm going to start off from.
Yeah.
Personally, I've listened. I love to listen, as you can tell. But let me tell you. My opinion. Right? I've listened to all of you, and you've given context not only by data, by history.
Yeah.
You've given a full-on context, right? This thing you're talking about, people standing up and leaving, essentially is what Nigerians do. You don't like it, you stand up and you go somewhere else. That's what we always do.
We jackpot.
We're creatures. I've been listening because I wanted to say nothing comes out of nowhere.
More flights
We
than fights.
have precedence. If you don't like a thing, we move to another place.
Yeah.
That's what we do. If a law of a place does not work for you, find your people and go there. However, there is no guarantee of where you're going to also that you are accepted. We always do it. We're those people. And I say this because some of these states we're talking about, I have physically been there, right? Now, we had a conversation, Osagie, you and I. We're talking about culture. I was telling you about what was happening in my village, what I saw when I was there. I tell you that if somebody else comes from somewhere else and comes to see what they do in BC when a person dies and what the opera has to do, you will not marry an Imse man. I'll be honest. But me, as an Imse babe, it's normal for me. I don't think of it as weird. If you don't like it, don't come there. I think that's the Christianity tells, in fact, all the religion and everything in the world tells us one thing. As a human being, you have the power to choose. You have your willpower. Choose what works for you. It cannot always work for everything. I think sometimes, especially we who stay here in the southwest of Nigeria, we think about Nigeria as the southwest of Nigeria because a lot of things are happening here. Unfortunately, there are other parts of Nigeria that they don't even know what you are seeing here.
They don't know your reality.
Their reality is so different.
They don't even like moving for them. Everywhere is like that place.
That is it.
Yes.
If you talk to people, all those your shoemakers on the roads, when they come to Lagos, they tell you that, Omo, is this how people are doing here in Lagos? All those are abokis that we call them malams, all of them, right? We always misunderstand that the reality of Nigeria is not a southwestern reality.
It is a multicultural reality.
Yes.
And it is delicately balanced.
Exactly.
Nigeria is one of the most perplexing countries ever to exist.
Why do you believe it's perplexing?
Because let me tell you something.
Steve, let's talk about the America that you compared Nigeria to. We had a conversation. You were like, America is like, and Nigeria, they are very similar, right?
Yeah. But not in our multiculturalism.
Not multiculturalism.
Not in our multiculturalism.
But here's the thing: it's also a mix of a lot of cultures.
But no,
racist
and culture.
Okay,
not tribes and ethnicities.
Okay, I agree. Right. However, they also have unique laws to unique states who have decided that I don't want this thing that these people are doing. I don't like it.
Yeah, the state laws.
You know
and
how
then
America
people
works.
decide and go and live
You know
in
how
those
America
states
works.
according.
You know how
Because
America
of
works.
laws that apply.
Because there is a American identity.
I agree.
No, even if you are black, African American, there's a way that when you see the flag, you say this is America. A Nigerian doesn't think of this is Nigeria. You think of your tribe first before you think of Nigeria. You think of yourself first, your tribe. Then if you're lucky, okay, let's add Nigeria. It doesn't work for us that way.
That is why we then go back to leadership, and then what I said initially at this project. If we handle Nigeria as a project where the vision is clear, right? We don't have a clear vision. I agree with that 100%. There is no clear vision of what Nigeria is because a lot of us are also uneducated about the realities of Nigeria.
Yeah. Also, I also think that because the founding fathers were very regionally inclined.
Yes.
It's what caused another war for us.
Protectorate.
If you look at the founding fathers of America, right? It was America, but the founding fathers were protecting their own regions and fighting for their own regions.
Look at what
from 1960, right? In the what would you call it then? Parliamentary or Congress?
Parliamentary.
The first census failed.
Yes. Exactly.
Because people kept inflating numbers from their own regions
to benefit their region.
Exactly.
because they wanted to have more representatives.
Then you know what?
in the
You know what
Senate.
totally fucked us up? The first coup.
Yeah.
Once that Nigeria entered coup, tribalism, everybody started
Blood
saying.
was drawn.
See, everybody
mean-
just put on tribal lens, and everybody was saying that way.
Everybody's
100%.
everybody's a victim. Like
Yeah, everybody's a victim of Nigeria.
Sometimes you just come and say, "Ah man, I hope that, like they should just take the nut away from us." Blah blah blah. They are also I would say they are the biggest victim of the concept of Nigeria.
Tell us how so.
From even the way they
From Fulanis invading like how the Hausa.
then one, two, even the way when you see like the rate of illiteracy in it happened because the clash of our educational system with their own culture.
Yes.
Right? They were one of the most educated regions pre-colonial Nigeria. Remember? They were
Yes.
very educated.
Arabic, yeah.
Arabic.
Yes.
You see a typical Fulani
They were
person.
scholars.
They were scholars,
Exactly.
Arabic
Yes.
scholars. Then the British came, the colonialism happened,
And
they
disrupted
disrupted
their whole
system.
educational system.
That was where some of the things started. They were merchants. They were one of the most traveled people
Yes,
in
'cause they're
Nigeria at that
nomadic.
time. They synced with Morocco, North Africa, and the Arab community.
Yes.
They were trading, going to schools, setting up educational systems. Everything was going on
Yes.
until the British came. That clash of culture, that clash of the British, the way
And
of
while the ones in the down south, I mean,
Thank you.
they fought against it, but finally accepted,
They accepted
it.
So even depends.
They
like,
not struggled.
So
Yeah,
they,
not struggled.
everybody is a victim of the concept of Nigeria.
Truly.
Look at South now.
Everybody.
What did they do? They just made all these oil-rich merchants start selling dubious contracts that they didn't know,
That it-
Wow.
and they just lumped all of them and say, "Yes, this is our territory."
This is
now.
our territory.
And that's why they keep kicking. That's why they keep Jaga Vokobo
Yeah,
now.
Jada
Yes.
Opopo.
Because he was wise to
what
that.
led, He was so it's just a mad concept.
What they did was that they looked at every region and
It's
said,
mad
"How do we
concept.
penetrate each region
Yeah.
and make it work?" So what they did in the north was different. What they did in the south, east, southwest was different.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
You know, adding to this, we also forget minority groups in Nigeria.
Oh,
Let me
that
just-
that
I think
that
that's
that is even a bigger
That's
story.
big.
for
Wow,
us.
that one is
We've-
that's season 10.
Honestly.
Because you start from primary school and they tell you the three ethnic groups. They
Major
started
ethnic
putting
groups.
major, right?
Yes.
What's major?
Exactly.
And then they say
Population though. It's
then they
just
say
it's population.
Igbo, Yoruba,
And
Hausa.
Hausa. It's true.
But even all those three, what is Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa?
Exactly.
What's Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa? They are basically lumped up.
everybody.
They lumped up everybody and they now made them major.
Exactly.
Because if you split everything, nobody is major.
Exactly.
Nobody's major.
Because when you lump up everybody in the south and say, oh, it's
Everybody is
major,
yeah,
everybody in the
major,
southwest,
yeah,
then everybody in the
no,
north.
it's funny thing.
Everything now becomes major.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing is that even the southwest there are differences.
Yes,
Of course, the Yoruba they speak in Badagry is
It's
different
different.
from normal Yoruba.
Yeah.
The Igbo that Steve speaks and the Igbo that I speak
very
is
very
different.
different. Very,
Yoruba
very
they
different.
speak in all war. It's different from the Yoruba they speak in
Do you know
Ibadan.
that Yoruba people don't even see people like in Kwara, all those Takpa, all those areas.
Exactly.
Kogi, they will look
As
at,
Yoruba
they
people.
don't say that Yoruba. They're like no, they are different. They are not part of the real Yoruba people.
Too much division.
It's too
It's
much.
too much.
I just
Too
think
much.
we're too far gone.
We're too
You
far
can't-
gone.
No, we're too far gone.
too
So
far gone.
what do we do? How do we adapt to it?
Oh,
How
I
do
don't
we
know.
become what sort of
That is
agile
why-
method do we want to use?
That is why
That's
you
what
need
you
to
are
move
seeing.
forward.
That's what you see. That's Nigeria that you see now. That's how you are adapting.
Well, we're
That's why
not
it's not
adapting.
we are.
We're not adapting as a collective.
We need a clear and strong leadership that has
We
a
need,
vision
yeah, we need,
Yes.
we need strong leadership.
and says, look, oh, this is where we are going to.
We need
Yes.
strong leadership.
This democracy might not work for us because it will allow us to
We
get
need,
to where we are
we
going
need
to.
a strong leadership.
Exactly.
Like, we need
Is democracy
we
working?
need serious
And that
people.
strong leadership is that agenda of years.
Yes.
Bro,
So whoever
want
comes
to
taking
reset
the
Nigeria.
pace is
Yeah.
taking the baton from the next guy. But the problem we have is catchment area. Now it goes to one part of the region. Then that part of the region is more sympathetic to his own people.
Bro, that is
Do
why
you understand?
you
Like
need-
a typical person, and I've met people in this country, outside of this country. My brother, you will be fascinated and eventually disgusted when you meet people who act as if they are open-minded and progressive,
Yes.
and then you further have conversations with them, and then you drive it, and then
you
you see the
The
bigotry.
actual
It's there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's there.
It's just chilling
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
and then you know that
Oh, well.
when it comes to the nitty-gritty, whoever goes into leadership will be sympathetic towards a region,
Towards a region.
before he thinks about one
About the
Nigeria,
country, yes.
and that's a problem.
Osagie, can I tell you something? two things. It's a two-pronged thing, in my opinion, right? You can break it down into further, layers if you want. But first, there's the individual problem, and then there's the collective problem. First, Nigerians, us, we get our own for body.
Yeah, but the system made us that way.
It's a system.
Okay, so I think it would be a case of the chicken and the egg, which came first, right?
Yeah.
But the other side is now the collective problem, which is leadership, all of that, the system, as we call it, right?
Organization, yeah.
Personally, I don't believe that one person should keep ruling Nigeria.
We've had this conversation before.
Yes.
I told
That one
Like presidents.
one person.
Let me tell
One
you.
person does not
feel-
rule Nigeria now.
I feel.
Let me explain to
So
you
you
why.
want only one person to.
No, I don't believe one person.
That
Like
should
as
be
a
a ruler.
president.
Yes.
Let me explain. And when we had this conversation, I sent her one Max Solomon book. I said one of
You
those books.
did.
Go and read. You see, the problem is
So that's
that
unfortunate.
we are too fragmented
Mm-hmm.
in religion and
Tribe.
ethnicity. That thing you are saying can work, will not work. Remember when they were trying to they want to pick someone for a position, they will say, oh, the last person there was Yoruba Christian, so the next person there has to be,
Yeah, it has to be.
another Muslim. Or, oh, this person was next up for the job, but because the person was a middle belt Christian, they had to go and look for
Look at Jonathan now.
a Muslim Southwest. And what happens then? You start to skip, you start to prioritize those things above what? Above
Call of the-
competency.
yes.
So it's the same thing. What will happen if you have multiple people leading? You are just bringing people representing different regions, and they're just fighting for their regions. So if
Or for themselves, actually.
yeah, if we want to know that we want to be a region based inside Nigeria, but we want to be region based, let's be region based. But we are not. The constitution does not allow for it. We've signed a constitution, and we have to live by the constitution.
But it can be changed.
I mean, if everybody
not written in
agrees,
They believe
It's
that
not the
they want to
target
change
of
it now.
Moses.
They want to change the constitution now.
Exactly.
and that's possible. But the problem we're having is that those people that are elected into power are not true politicians who care about the country. It's a money grab. So you don't even have the people who are having these conversations and thinking this way, saying maybe we should try this.
That's why we're having it.
Well, we're not
That's
in
why we're
we're not
having
in the
it.
Senate.
We're not in the dome now.
Somebody in the Senate, or who knows somebody in the Senate, is probably listening to this podcast.
Well, I
right
was
now.
told on good authority yesterday that people in the government listen to this podcast.
Okay, there you go.
Don't worry.
Osagie, the rule of law stands, right? If a people come together and decide to enforce the law, of which we have seen that Nigerians are capable of following the law, if make it strict. COVID-19, nobody should go out. No, they did not burn some people well to leave their houses. Upon we say Nigeria is lawless, we see that with the leadership is right and the law is enforced, change can happen.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's just strong leadership. Though.
Yeah.
It's a strong leadership.
Yes.
But if
Man, it's a long journey, man.
may we live on like Salah.
We don't start already.
Yeah.
We're on the road.
We're on the
We
road.
don't trick.
Guys, it's been great episode. We got to go
Woo,
now
you
because we
guys.
literally have to leave now. But yeah, this is Ugochi. Thanks so much for being on the pod.
Thank
This is like
you.
full circle moment. We're all here now. Boom. You know, and this is one of the best crossovers. 234 Essential Loose Talk. And we
Yep.
hope to have you on more episodes.
I look forward to it.
Let's
I
do
want
it. Let's
to.
do it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We are out.
Bye.